Is this what's called the Apache Desert?
That's right. Back yonder over the ridge is Mexico. Want me down those carpet bags?
Well, if it ain't good to see you. Where have you been, Johnny?
Oh, all around. Nice to see you too, Hank. Listen, I need a rig. I'm going after lodgepole.
Sure, of course. Say, your pa know you're coming?
No, he doesn't. Thought I'd kind of surprise him.
Oh. Put it right in there.
Hello, Johnny!
Hello, Ole. How are you?
Well, Johnny. Dunn says you came in on the stage.
Hello, Dean.
Where have you been all these years?
Nowhere much.
4 or 5 years, ain't it?
4 years. Heard you done pretty good, Dean. You're not working for my father anymore.
No, quit him 2 years ago. Bought the Circle C. C for Cannary. Got a big spread now. Apache Wells is part of it. Wonder how your old man's going to get his cows to the market with the wells fenced off.
Apache Wells was public water.
Was is right. You came back at a bad time, Buster. Get his gun, Slim. Nobody packs a gun around here unless I say so.
Are you the law around here, Cannary? I don't see you wearing a star.
I make my own law, and this is all the star I need. Now, you listen to me. I don't know why you came back. But me and your old man's fighting a range war. And if you take my advice, you'll go back where you came from.
You keep your advice, Cannary. I think I came back at a good time.
You think your coming back will make any difference?
Maybe.
Would you listen to that? The little fighting cock thinks he's tough. Always wondered how them things was tied. Now let's see you tie it. Ties it real good, don't he? Come on, let's take a ride.
Hold it. Take over. I'm going to ride out the lodgepole and get Mr. Shattuck. I think Cannery's up to some mischief.
Kind of sudden, didn't you, Johnny? I wasn't through talking with you yet.
Go ahead, Dean. Say it.
You always was a snotty kid, Johnny. I guess now is just as good a time as any to learn you some manners. Get down. Well, that's too bad, Johnny. Now you gotta walk home. It's a hot day, too.
See what happens.
Let's get down there. This road leads around.
Johnny Shattuck.
Hello, Anita.
Johnny, what happened? We heard rifle fire.
Were you in a wreck?
Well, Cannery's men kind of gave me a hazing.
Hazy? We better go. Ride behind the horse. Go on.
The base of the cliff.
Johnny, come on in. This is a nice surprise. Did you just get back?
That's right.
The boy will tell us when he's washed his face. He had a wreck and fell down the cliff. Now, you take him to our room. Help him clean up, huh?
See, this way.
Thank you.
You are glad that he's back, huh? I am too. He's a good boy.
All right, let's let him go. He's slunk off somewheres. Let's go to Valdez and get a drink.
Come on, Johnny. We celebrate your homecoming, huh? Have a glass of wine with us.
All right.
This will make you feel better.
Johnny, you spoke of hazing. What did Cannary do?
Well, they disarmed me in Santa Rita, then followed me out on the road and made me get out of the rig I'd hired from Hank. Cannary started throwing slugs around my feet. I figured he might miss, so I jumped.
Over the cliff?
Yeah, that Cannary. He would have killed you. He hates your father. Salute.
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 Why did you jump, Johnny? Afraid I might shoot you? I wouldn't do that, Johnny. What do you think of our little Anita now, Johnny? I always thought she was sweet on you. Ah, she's a big girl now, Johnny.
Take your hands off her.
What did you say, Johnny?
Henry can handle him.
Those are Circle C horses. That big paint's Cannery's. Drop your hands. Everybody, get their guns. Get the bells filled. All right, Cannery, get it off. Get out of here. Come on, Cannery. All right, Johnny.
Johnny, your father.
You all right, son?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
I'm glad you're home.
So am I.
I'm sorry about letting Shattuck get the drop on us, boss.
There ain't nothing to be sorry about. Say, I wonder where that kid's been since he left here.
Never heard. Just dropped out of sight.
Next time we have a fight, it'll be with guns.
You sure could have knocked me down with a toothpick when Johnny walked up to my livery stable.
You shouldn't shock Hank that way. He's getting too old.
Shucks, them kind of shocks don't hurt me none.
All kidding aside, boy. You ought to have let us know. Candy's like a mad dog. Lucky he didn't kill you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I guess we better be going. Thanks for the drink. Nada, senor.
Senor?
Sí, un momento.
Anita. Thanks for the bottle trick. Glad it wasn't my neck. I'll be seeing you again real soon.
Bye, Johnny.
We brought a horse for you, son.
Hasta luego, señores.
Anita, I am very glad for you that Johnny's back, but if you look at this mess, you know what is going to happen. You see, Cannary has been looking at you for the past year, and being that I know your feelings toward Johnny, I am afraid.
Afraid of what?
I'm afraid you're going to get hurt, my darling. You see, this is a war. This is a vicious war between the Shuttucks and Cannary. And Canada will stop at nothing if he thinks that Johnny will interfere with his interest in you. So
You don't want me to favor Cannary, do you?
Hombre, no. I just don't want you to get between them and get hurt, you see. I thought maybe you could go to your aunt in Sonora.
No, Father, I'm sorry. I've been waiting for Johnny to come home for 4 years. And now that he's here, I'm not going to run away.
She's right, Juan. It won't do any good to run away.
I will stay, Father. And if there is going to be a fight, I will help Johnny.
Perhaps she's right now. Now we're in it, huh? And only God knows how it's going to finish, huh?
Don't worry.
Que va, hombre. Vamos, muchachos, ahora.
You know, there's something about a guy coming home to his pa, dad welcoming his son. Something mighty nice.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Turk. Kind of makes you feel good and warm down inside.
Johnny!
Sí, Maria, ¿cómo está?
Oh, Johnny! Oh, it is a thing of great goodness that you are back.
It's good to be back. Tell me, how's your cooking nowadays? Still as good as ever?
Ah, cupboard love, is it? Very well, you will see. It is good. It is better. You go upstairs and take a look at your old room, and I will put it on the table.
Come on, wash up, boy. Your old room is just as it was.
Sure is, Johnny. I use it when I come visiting. I guess your dad figured you'd be dropping in sometime or other. You know, Mr. Shattuck, what Johnny said to me in town this afternoon when I was hooking up the rig?
No, what?
Hanky said Dad was right in everything he did. I was just a wild no good. But I'd sure like to be at Dad's side now he's in trouble. I'd give anything for another chance, just to be the kind of son my dad wanted me to be. Hanky said You think Dad would give me another chance? You know what I said to Johnny?
No, what?
Johnny, I said, you forget the kind of man your old dad is. He's big, Johnny, I said. He's big. Big, and he's crammed with charity and Christian forgiveness. That's what I said to him.
What a liar.
Chiquito. I have in memory when I used to spank you for that.
You want to spank me for it now?
No, you are too much big now. Señores, dinner is ready.
Whatever happened before, I don't want it to happen again. I don't know what it was. I guess I didn't rightly understand you, boy. You're different from me. When I was your age, I was like a horse.
And the look on Canary's face today, Johnny's got a kick like a horse, too. I know one thing. You both got the same temper.
Huh, such tempers, Madre de Dios, I'll never forget.
You rode my big stallion till I thought your wind broke him. That was temper, nothing else. He threw you into the gate, so you rode him. Then I took a court to you.
Well, that's all right, Dad. Marks went away after about a year.
Trouble was you went away. Next day the horse was all right, but you'd gone.
Your pa looked for you for 3 months.
Well, I went on into Mexico.
I'm sorry, son, but it's all forgotten now.
That's right. I'm glad to be home. I learned a lot down in Mexico.
How come you come back?
I met a cattle buyer. Said Dad hadn't shipped any beef in over a year. Said he didn't know the whole story, but he thought there was some trouble with Cannary. What did happen with Cannary?
Rustling. After I fired him, he bought up the Circle C and stocked it. So he'd been at it for quite a while. He went into the border country looking for hands.
Gunfighters?
That's his idea, to make his own law. The Apache Wells has always been free water. Now he's fenced it. And with a dozen guns he's got, well, it's going to mean an open war to break in there. Whereabouts in Mexico did you go, Johnny?
Border country, down around Juarez.
And you never met him down there, eh?
Mm-mm. It's a big country.
Yeah, the story is he was looking for a fellow called the Durango Kid to head up his gun ranch. He never got to meet up with the kid, so he settled for Joe Dunn. You ever meet up with that kid?
Yeah, I knew him. Well, what are you going to do about the wells? Those cattle would die of thirst trying to cross the desert without water.
It's like this, son. I'm an old man. I'd fight. And if I got killed, well, I've lived most of my life. But the boys working for me, they're young. They're cowboys, not gunfighters. They're good boys. And I guess if I said the word, they'd back my play against Cannary and his men. But I don't want to do it.
Well, what else?
Well, it's a serious problem. In fact, it's life or death for us. Either we get our cattle to the railroad, or we all dry up and die. Cannary knows this, and he'll put a crew at the Apache Wells to just sit and wait. It's a bad place to get into with a dozen marksmen behind those rocks.
Isn't there some other way?
I think so. Before the railroad brought the pipeline in at their railhead at McKittrick, they used to transport water in tank wagons from the Rio Honda. That was 2 years ago. Most of the wagons had dried up and fallen apart, sitting in the sun. But there are two that have been used as private reservoirs at his cabin by a Mexican named Jose Galindo.
Is he a friend of Valdez?
It was Valdez's idea. He's a good friend.
Got a pretty daughter, too.
Does Galindo live at McKittrick?
About a mile out. He works for the railroad.
And he'll sell you the wagons.
Do you remember Bill Sowers?
Sowers? Yeah, he was a division super at McKittrick.
That's him. He knows our problem and has agreed to move Jose into town while we use his wagons.
That sounds fine.
That's a great idea, Mr. Shattuck. Get those wagons, fill them full of water, and take them right along with the herd to the railroad.
That way we can cut around the wells. We can't take a big bunch, but we can make a half a dozen trips and ship them out piecemeal.
When do we start?
Well, we were leaving tomorrow, but you've had such a hard day that it won't hurt to postpone it.
No need to do that. I'm fine.
George and Red just got back with your bag, Johnny.
Thanks, Turk.
They found the team, but the wagon wasn't worth pulling out.
That Cannary will pay for that wagon. Don't you shoot him till I get my money.
We better get some sleep. Too late to go into town, Hank. The boys will fix you up.
Thanks.
Buenos dias, Anita.
Buenos dias, Senor Cannary.
You look sad, or maybe you're just worried. How about giving us back our guns, or did old man Shattuck take them?
They're here.
That's good. These poor fellers feel plumb naked without them. I see old Shattuck took all the shells, a lousy thief.
My father took them. You have shut up my place before.
And where is Senor Valdez?
In Santa Rita.
Santa Rita. Joe, better get over to the well and spell Frank and the others. As I said before when I came in, you seem worried. Could it be that you're worried about Johnny Shattuck?
What have you done to him now?
Nothing. I haven't seen him since yesterday. But there'll be other days, and he and I will meet again. You see? Right now you feel better. Thinking Johnny's the one for you. Thinking he's a Shattuck, meaning important. But you're wrong, Anita, and you'll realize it sooner than you think. You'll realize as soon as you understand the Shattucks aren't going to be important any longer. But I am. I'm moving up with you. You don't believe me, not yet. But you will.
Senor Shattuck, we'll be needing some things, and I thought perhaps while you were gone, I could ride into Santa Rita and...
That's right. Get Hank to drive you. Get whatever you need. And listen, don't let Johnny get the idea we're up against it. You understand?
Está bien. But I'm afraid that the senor at the store will ask for...
Tell him everything's going to be all right. We're getting the tank wagons. We're shipping cattle. In a month, I can pay his bill.
Oh, está bien, senor. I will tell him.
Now, stock up good. I don't want Johnny to think I'm so broke we can't eat.
All set to roll, Mr. Shattuck.
Where's Johnny?
He left. He said he'd meet you at the mouth of Verde Canyon.
Did he say where he's going?
Way he was headed, I'd say he was going to Valdez Cantina. He probably wants to discuss the weather with the senor.
Oh, I get it. I guess we'll be gone about 4 days, Hank. We ought to hit McKittrick late tomorrow afternoon. And we'll be back here with the tank wagons 2 days after that.
Good luck to you.
Thanks. Adios.
Vaya con Dios.
Johnny, be careful. Cannery's inside.
Oh, leave him be. I came here to see you. 4 years. What 4 years has done to you. Scrawny, tomboyish little Anita Valdez.
Scrawny? Look at me, Johnny. Look at me and say that I'm still a tomboy. And scrawny.
That's one thing you'll never have to worry about.
Johnny, please be careful. Cannary will try to kill you. He thinks I'll marry him someday.
Now, you wouldn't do that, would you?
No, never, Johnny.
Anita, I wanted to come and see you before I left.
Are you going to leave so soon?
Well, Dad and I are just making a little trip. Your father knows about it. When I get back in 3 or 4 days, I want to talk to you about something.
Important, Johnny?
Yeah, very important.
Tell me now, please.
No, not now. Not till I come back. I've got to help my dad first. And when that's done, then I can talk to you.
Saw us leave. And if we're lucky getting back, maybe we can slip a couple of 100 head over here before Cannary gets wise.
Why, you don't think he'd try anything?
He might.
Well, he better hadn't.
Ready to roll.
Good.
Cattle rounded out.
Ready and waiting. We'll start the drive just as soon as we get these tanks back to the ranch and filled with water.
Well, we'll be looking for you. Have plenty of water, feed, and cattle cars for all the cows you bring back here. Good to see you again, young fella. Your old man sure tore this country apart looking for you.
I tore up the wrong country. He was in Mexico.
Don't you want to stay over and start early in the morning?
Oh, I'd rather not be seen around here any more than is necessary. We camped last night. We'll pull in someplace when it gets dark where we'll be out of sight. I'm sure much obliged for the lift.
Safe journey back to Lodgepole. Look out for them on Cannary.
Oh, yeah.
I need a fresh horse, a good one.
Si, senor, I get you one. I get you a good one.
How much difference?
$10. Gracias.
You know a shortcut to Santa Rita?
If you had a wagon, there's a road after you cross the desert, but it's a long way. There's a narrow trail between the Spanish peaks that is all right for a horse. Do you know the Spanish peaks?
Yeah, I know. Open up, Marcus. I gotta see you.
What's the matter with you? Can't it wait till tomorrow?
If it could, I wouldn't be here. Now open up.
All right. Cannary, you're crazy. I can't imagine anything
That's
would be...
because you haven't got as much imagination as old man Shattuck.
Shattuck?
Yeah. He's figured out a way to get his beef to the railroad without using Apache Wells.
Hmm? How? Tell me how.
Very simple when you think about it. Borrowed 2 tank wagons from Bill Sowers at McKittrick. He's on his way here now. He can only trail a few hundred head at a time. But if he can make enough trips, he's got us licked.
Licked nothing. We're just getting started. Do you know that the Circle C and Apache Wells are useless without the lodgepole grass?
Oh, save your breath, Marcus. I know all about that. I came here for some advice.
Go ahead.
Look. Them wagons are made of wood and so are the tanks. They could be burned. But now's the time to do it while they're dry and emptying on their way back to Lodgepole. Not while they're full of water on the trail back to the railroads with the cattle.
Burned?
That's right. We attack their camp tomorrow night. They'll camp in a hollow someplace to be out of sight. We douse a light wagon with kerosene, set it afire, and roll it down on their camp. Them wagons will be dried out after 2 days on the desert, and they'll burn real good.
No. No. Well, I'm glad you came here. But it's too risky. Those wagons belong to the railroad, and Bill Sowers is Shattuck's friend. The railroad draws enough weight around here to bring in a territorial marshal.
Yeah, I thought about that.
No, sirree, you're not going to get me involved in any crazy scheme like that. Shattuck and his men would die fighting if they're attacked. Marshal would come in here, he'd press a murder charge on you and me, the both of us, seeing as we're partners.
Yeah.
Maybe we could blame it on the Indians.
Indians? What Indians?
Here, read it.
It has been reliably reported that the Cartero Apaches have been making night raids across the border from their hiding place in Mexico.
Do you have any pinto horses?
Sure. Lots of them.
Use them. Get a hold of some cotton Mexican pants and shirts. Paint your boys up. Old Shattuck will think he's being attacked by the coyoteros.
Yeah. Yeah, it might work at that. It's a kind of a sneaking trick the Apaches would pull to get a hold of Shattuck's big mules.
Of course it'll work. And you'll have all day tomorrow to get ready, while those mules are plodding across the desert with a wagon.
I better be going.
You made a quick trip here.
Yeah, I picked up a fast horse at McKittrick and shortcutted some. I'll see you after the fire.
Close. Say, that was a fast shot. I just started to draw.
Well, I saw him before he buzzed.
We'll stack those tanks close to the bank, where they can't be seen. It's good to have you around again, boy. If we can break this blockade of Canary's, things will be good for us now.
We'll break it.
I hope so. But Canary's mean and tough. Things might get worse before they get better.
What about Joe Dunn and his other rannies?
Ordinary bad men. Hank told you that Joe wasn't Canary's first choice. He hung around Juarez for a week trying to meet the Durango kid. And when he failed, he hired Joe. You said you knew the kid. What's he like?
Oh, about what you'd expect, I guess. Worked for a big hacendado named Rodriguez. Fighting Indians most of the time. Apaches do a lot of raiding down around there.
How'd he get his name?
Durango, Colorado. Went up there to sell a big bunch of Mexican steers. Ran into 3 gunmen who tried to gang up on him. He killed 2 of them. One got away. He claimed the kid had help.
Did he?
He didn't need help. He's pretty fast.
That kind of speed is wonderful if it's used right. Like today with that snake. I had a funny feeling...
I told you I saw him before you did.
I know. But I have got...
How fast is Cannary?
Fast enough. And you keep away from him. I don't want you getting killed fighting my battles.
Well, my name's Shattuck, too. Remember?
Get him?
He'll never get loose unless somebody unties him.
All right, you know what to do. And don't miss.
I never miss. We'll leave the horses here. We don't want them whinnying at Shattuck's stock. Slim, you stay here and hold it.
Six get the right idea. Dawn breaks early on the desert.
Mules run easy. Maybe they heard something.
The Turk won't let anything get by him. He's got ears and eyes like an Indian. Could be another snake around.
Yeah, could be. Good night.
Good night.
Last week they're raiding up from Mexico, remember?
Yeah, but why would they attack us?
The mules, maybe.
That's enough of that. Now we'll catch up their mules and make it look good.
It's my guess they've gone. We better look for Turk. Hope he's still alive.
Did you get a good look at him, Turk?
Not close. They threw a loop on me and jerked me down off that rock. By the time I hit, they was on me and conked me out. But I seen them later. They was Indians.
They were Indians, all right. We seen them, too.
Uh-huh. Let's take a look at the wagons. There goes our last chance of bypassing the wells.
Not a sign of the mules.
an Indian shoeing his horse before?
This ain't the first time white men have played Indians.
You figure Cannary done it?
Well, who else? No white man would be running with the coyoteros.
How are you going to prove it?
I don't know. He just might take those mules to make us think they were Indians.
Well, they're pretty hard to hide, and they're all branded. If we can catch them with the mules, we've got them.
Well, did you get it done?
Rest easy, Cannary. Them wagons won't hold even a pint of water no more.
It was one swell fire.
We got to get rid of them mules. They're a dead giveaway.
I didn't think of that. They are going to be a problem, ain't they?
You could leave them out here in the desert with a bullet in them.
Apaches wouldn't do that. They'd sell them over the border to some Mex. If their carcasses was found around here, whoever found them would know something was wrong.
We'll turn them loose on lodgepole grass. And if old Shattuck tries to make anything of it, we'll just say they must got away from the Apaches at night and went home.
Well, let's get to getting, then. I want to clean up. I'm tired of this lousy pink.
Yeah, we ought to make it in with daylight. Let's go. Come on. All right, this is far enough. Turn them loose. Get out of those outfits and burn them. And don't let anybody see you.
Probably turned them loose as soon as it got daylight.
Looks like a bunch rode off that way. Hard to tell in this grass.
Take the mules back to the corral. I'm going over to see Valdez.
What do you want, Shattuck?
I've tried to avoid an open range war because in my lifetime I've seen too much killing. But this is a showdown between us. Last night you tried to disguise your murderous attack by pretending to be Indians. But your horse lost its shoe out there in the desert, and we found it.
One horseshoe, and you accuse me of an attack made by the Apaches. Why, you hate me so much you're starting to talk crazy. I don't know anything about it.
You know, all right. And I'm tired of talking.
Don't you think that's enough, you murderer, you devil?
Turn him loose. I can handle him.
Sure you can. Me without my gun.
Give him his gun.
No, Johnny, your father is enough. Please, not you two. Cannary will kill you.
This is my house, Johnny. There has been enough violence here. Go, senor.
You got here just in time, Johnny, to hear what will be your father's last words. If he's got any sense left in him at all, he'll tell you to get out of the country before I give you what I gave him.
Is Dr. Munn still in Santa Rita?
See, he's there.
Do you have a buggy or a buckboard?
That away.
Better get him inside fast. My old friend has a strong constitution. I think he has an even chance. But the bullet must be taken out right away. Get ready to operate, Mother. It's an emergency.
Can I help?
Just wait outside, please. I'll call you if necessary.
I have faith your father will survive, but what then? That man Cannary, he's too strong.
Stay away from him, Johnny, please.
He look for a fight because he's sure he can win.
Your father's right, Anita. There won't be any peace for any of us until Canary stopped. I heard about this trouble down in Juarez. That's why I came back. Now that I'm here, I can't turn my back on it.
He will kill you, Johnny. He will kill you. I just know it.
Hijita.
Well, maybe he will.
Did you catch up with Mr. Shattuck?
Not till after Canary shot him.
He didn't kill him, Johnny. Say it. Ay, madre de Dios, he didn't kill him.
We took him into Dr. Munn in Santa Rita.
And he will live.
Well, he's got a good chance. The doctor took out the bullet. It missed his heart, but it punctured his lung. He can't be moved. The doctor's keeping him there.
Oh, he will be all right, Johnny. I know he will be all right. He is strong. Ay, that Canary, that devil.
You've been away 4 years and only got back a couple of days ago, Johnny, so you don't know how bad things are around here with your dad. That St. Spiner's had us hogtied for over a year. There's nothing coming in.
How bad are we in debt?
Right up to our neck.
It's no secret, Johnny. Everybody in Santa Rita loves your pa just like me and Chick and Turk and Red and George here do. You all got bills against him.
He never kept no great amount of cash around. It didn't seem like it was necessary. You know?
Did Canary offer to buy him out?
Oh, sure. You know what he offered? He said he'd pay off his debts if your dad would leave his cattle on lodgepole and get out of the country.
What about the cattle? Are they all rounded up?
Already, figuring on the tank wagons, there's 300 head down the lower pasture eating their heads off.
Well, we better start out at dawn.
Start out? Where?
McKittrick. We're going through Apache Wells.
You don't know what you're doing. Remember the wells and all them rocks? Why, Canary had...
I know what I'm doing. I told you. Get ready to roll at dawn and get every cow you can muster.
Sounds just like his old man.
Darn if you don't.
Canary wants you apes and wants you now.
What's up?
Lodgepole's starting a drive. Looks like they're gonna try a push through Apache Wells.
Morning, Anita. ¿Cómo está?
Where's Johnny?
I don't know. He was riding with me, and a little while back, he just took off.
Do you intend to drive to Apache Wells?
How'd you know?
Because Cannary's collecting his men to stop you.
I didn't figure we could pull anything without Cannary knowing it.
Hello, Anita.
Where is Johnny?
Did he hear?
Well, I thought maybe he was with you.
No, he wasn't. He left. Said he was going back to you.
Well, I haven't seen him since. You don't suppose he's trying something on his own?
Do you think he's gone to the wells by himself? Well, tell me, is that what you think?
Get Chick, George, and Red.
What about the cows?
Never mind the cows. Come on, honey. Let's go.
Anything?
Nothing.
Well, they'll show up sometime today. They've got to. And when they do, you men take for cover and hold your fire until they get close by. Then shoot and shoot to kill. One more thing. Johnny Shattuck. He's mine, all mine. Save him for me.
Set another plate, Mr. Cannary. We got company.
Looks like him, but then it couldn't be. He's not that much of a fool. Yeah, it's him, all right.
Cannary! Cannary, you hear me?
I hear you! Speak your piece!
What about coming out to meet me? Hello? Well, what about it, Cannary?
How about that? Riding right into a trap. You just made a sail! Start walking!
I hear you were looking for me a couple of years ago, down around Juarez.
You? The Durango kid?
That's right.
Cannary's dead. That ends our payroll.
Look, there's riders coming.
Well, I ain't fighting for free.
Cannary's dead. He's dead. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
Sure, that's him. Said he come from Juarez, didn't he?
Durango Kid.
Here she comes! Here she is!
Anita!
Now, you take it easy, Dad. Turk's a better cow salesman than we are.
Don't worry, Johnny. I'll keep him here till he's strong enough to ride a bucking horse.